Hey Steve, so me and my friends have this conversation going about whether or not if a girl initiates contact with a guy first.
A girl what?
If we initiate contact with a man first on Instagram, is it thirsty? Some of my friends have done it, been successful, but for me, I just feel uncomfortable because I'm the girl, and then two, they're attractive, so I'm sure they get enough attention. So I just wanted to know your perspective. Do you think if a girl messages a guy first on Instagram, is that desperate?
I don't think that DMing a guy first is thirsty. I guess it depends on what you say. It's the same thing as real life. You don't walk up to a guy and say, I saw you from across the room, and I thought you were so cute, and I wanted to come and talk to you. Don't do any stupid shit like that. So, same thing translates to the direct messages. So just don't say anything sexual and crazy. If you're in his inbox, he knows that you're interested. And there's nothing wrong with the man knowing that you're interested. Remember, him knowing that you're interested is how you get paid. Remember that. And if he wants to talk to you, he will. Now, if you actually have physical access to the guy, then emailing is a really cowardly way to go about this. Don't do that. These are for men that you've never met before. I know marriages and kids who've happened from DMs, so don't be afraid to shoot your shot. Now, to all my younger sisters out here, my young hoes in college, be very careful with how you go about flirting. You're at a school full of young idiots, so be very careful. You have a lot of young stupid guys who will lie about sleeping with you, and you'll have a lot of hating sluts who will lie and stir up rumors, will make rumors saying that you're sluttier than they are. Because remember, you're not supposed to be overly sexual in public or very flirtatious with the man that's not for you, because you have to be sleeping with him. So you're supposed to sit down and just be real quiet and then go sleep with him in private, because that makes more sense, right? Anyway, remember, these are a bunch of young stupid idiots. You don't need those issues. So what is thirsty? Glad you asked. Did you go and like all of his pictures first? That's a loud cry for desperation. And don't ask him out. He is still a man, so let him ask you out. He knows why you're there. If he wants to ask you out, he'll ask you out. If you have to ask him out, then he probably doesn't think of you as something worth spending money on, just to smash and pass. He'll go, but you're not going to get anything out of him. No shopping or anything like that. Unless you really sell it. But that's very highly unlikely. I wouldn't waste my time. Now, when a hoe asks a guy out, she still doesn't pay. Because some goofy people feel like if you ask a guy out, you're supposed to pay. That is bullshit. A hoe is telling him that it is okay for him to take her out. The end. Also, texting and calling him all day is thirsty. If his birthday occurs before yours, you actually get him a gift. That is thirsty. Now, if he actually becomes your man, that's a different discussion. But remember, we're in the talking phase here. That is thirsty. For Christmas, you do more for him than he does for you. Thirsty. He won't ever come drive to you, so you go drive to see him. Thirsty. You make all the plans. You let him live with you for free. You give him free rides. You ask to meet his kids. You run errands for him. You give him money. You stop talking to other men. Because you're dating one guy, you're putting all your eggs in his loser basket before he has proved himself to you. If he lives in another city, you just make up some excuse to go there. Oh, I was in town. I wanted to come and see you. Thirsty. If he didn't sponsor the trip, you can't fit him into your schedule. Bloop. She also said, I'm sure he gets plenty of attention. Apparently he hadn't found what he was looking for, or there would be evidence of her on Instagram. Also, if he is dating a bunch of chicks, does it really matter? No, it does not. There's no such thing as competition, just different options. Remember, prizes don't compete. And as long as you don't die, a man may circle back around. They usually do. Because they may be messing with someone really hard and she's doing a lot for him because he's a bum. So he's getting money out of her, and once he's done using her up, he might come after you. These are facts. Now, if he's that scatterbrained about other females, then he's not going to take the time to treat you correctly anyway. So he's got to go. Bloop. Ask yourself this. Am I treating this man the way I would want a man to treat me? If the answer is yes, it means you're doing too much, okay? And remember, if you're wondering whether or not a guy likes you, he don't like you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Send me some questions. I'm starting to do live shows now on Instagram. So if you want me to give you a call, send me an email or a direct message. Not a dick message, a direct message. And I'll give you a call. Baby on Twitter. Follow my Facebook page. Talk to you later.